We're glad to have you back. You're still watching Arise Prime Time with me, Ndi Amogo. Tonight, a first-hand account of abduction and survival in the Boko Haram camp. Fayina Akilawus, who is from Adamawa State, was abducted in October 2020 while traveling back to Maiduguri. She says she was taken into the forest near the Chad-Cameroon Niger Republic border, where she spent more than 4 years in captivity. Well, during that time, Fayina endured forced labor, hunger, beatings, attempted indoctrination, and repeated punishment for trying to escape. On October 24, 2024, last year, Fayina and another captive escaped, trekking for days before reaching safety and receiving medical care in Maiduguri. A very interesting story indeed. Now, reunited with her family, Fayina Akilawus joins us to share her story. Like you heard me say, I'm glad to have you, Fayina. We're discussing behind the scene, and I was quite enthralled at the story you've been telling me and your determination. You went to meet for introduction, your fiance, and on your way back,
yes,
your boss was intercepted, and then they told you to recite. They told all of you to recite the Muslim prayer, and you couldn't do it, and that was when they told you to come down. Yeah, tell us the story. They told you to come down from the bus, and what happened eventually?
They now take me to their own vehicle. They took me to their vehicle, and now I was like, I was like begging them first time, begging them. They now said, no, I should go. That is, and now push me inside their vehicle. And I said, okay, that is, and I kept quiet there. They started, because at that spot we were 3 in number.
That came down from the bus?
No, from different vehicles.
Okay.
We were 3 that we were captured.
But you were the only one from your own bus?
Yes.
That was a Christian?
Yes. I was the only one in my own bus, so that is how they now captured the 3 of us in different vehicles. They now start taking us to the forest then. So we did 2.5 days. We started the journey on Monday. That is that 19 October 2020. So we started the journey in 1920, then 21 we arrived to their camp. So when we get there, we met with their boss, and he was telling us that he asked our name and everything. He did a video for us that very day.
He said people should do a video?
Yes. That very day.
For the federal government?
Yeah, not the very day, after 3
Okay.
days.
Okay.
That very day we met, he just snapped us and asked our names, where we are from. We now told him, that's okay. So after 3 days, he now came back and said, okay, now we have to plead for the federal government for our release so that they will support us and give it. When we tell them of our own background, they said, they will say that, I know your family will not pay the kind of money we want except the government. And I say, yes. And I said, we now make the video. We did that video. We were even expecting them to tell us, okay, government has settled us, so this, that. No, we waited for how many months? Up to 7 months, nothing.
They didn't send it to government eventually?
They didn't send it. I don't think they sent it, because if they send it when I came out, people will say it now. Nobody said about that. Nobody says anything. We were like, okay, because even when the place was silent, they are not even telling us anything. They will just keep us. We were just inside one of their room like that. Their cage. I will just call it like cage. So we were just inside. They'll just come and preach as usual. People should Islamize. Their own religion is not the real religion. That is how, at that spot there, we will reach up to 11. Is it 11 or 12? Because
they wanted you to convert to
Islam.
To Islam?
Religion, yes.
And you said no?
No. I said no, we will not convert. I said, in their own law, if you did not convert to Islam,
They turn you to slave?
You become their slave.
So you became a slave. So what did being a slave entail in the camp? What did it mean for you to be their slave?
Yeah, well, because one, I'm a Christian, and and they just want us to, if we don't want to be this slave, we'll become a Muslim. So if we don't want that, we'll become a Christian, but we will be their slave to do some house chores, other things for them at home.
You were carrying wood, fetching water, and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
What gave you the strength of character, determination to say no? Because it wasn't only once that wanted you to convert to Muslim, but you kept on resisting.
No, it's not only once. It's not only once. They normally came to our place and they said it's preach. They'll preach for us. They are preaching for us to become a better people in life, and others which if we become their religion, life will be better for us.
For 9 months, you refused?
Yes, for 9 months. When we were in that place for 9 months, before they started separating us. So we now said, since they say we will not Islamize, then they will separate each and every one of us to go to their Oga houses then, to become their slaves then.
And then you tried to escape the first time.
Yeah, even though when we arrived, yes, when we arrived, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, on Saturday night around 7 o'clock, me and Auntie Jumai tried to escape.
You met Jumai there in the camp?
Yeah, in that spot that they captured.
Okay.
We were together with her, so we escaped that very day. That was on Saturday. Throughout the night, around 7 p.m., we walked throughout the night in morning. We now had a baby cry. We never knew that they have a family, neither children with them there. So we now had a baby voice. We thought it's all those Fulani men, and maybe it's them that they used to raid their cow clothes. So we just did salam alaikum and enter inside. When we enter inside, the people now came out and saw us. They started shouting because their way of dressing with ours is different. So then they started shouting, "Who are those people?" The husband now goes and carry his gun. Hey, when we saw him, we say, it was them again. That is now, they now kept us.
And this time around, they chained you?
No, they did not chain us this time, this first one, but they beat the hell out of us. Where we went trek and went to, it was very far place. From that side, where we are coming back to that camp that we tried to escape, it's beaten throughout. We arrived.
Were you doing this in the night, trekking in the night? Or
yes, it was in the night. It was in the night.
Through the bush?
Yes, through bush and water. It was in the night.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Then, I mean, we have a short time. I mean, the interesting part of the story is that you eventually escaped second time around or so. So how did you tell the story of how you managed to escape?
The last one?
Yeah, the one that you succeeded in escaping.
Okay.
I mean, you're here today, you spent 4 years there. So how did you eventually manage to escape?
Yeah. With God, all things are possible too. We prayed over it, and God have mercy on us because of, like me, I tried to escape once, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th time I succeed. Yes.
On each occasion they caught you?
Yes, they caught me. If they caught me, they would tie my legs with chains, with this motor ring.
You weren't afraid trying to escape and being caught again?
I said I will keep on trying until I succeed, though, as far as I'm concerned.
You have some heart.
Yeah, it's God that just...
So eventually what happened? How did you manage to escape?
So when already they know there, and this other woman, this Fulani woman used to sell fra and nono in that area. So we now went, and I met one of the women and said to you, I heard that if we used to help people to escape, we to want to escape, we should help also. And she now said, no, she cannot do it, that she's scared. Normally, if they capture them, they will kill them. So she's scared. That is how I keep on disturbing this woman. When she's coming to sell fra for us, I will just be disturbing her. So at long last, she now accept that, okay, she should talk to her husband, because she's not the one that will take us. It's her husband. She will let her talk to her husband. When she talks to her husband will know what to do. You
told me that you people had to pay 250,000.
Yeah.
And I was asking you, how did you get 250,000 in the camp?
Yeah, we saw some of their things then, and our own things that we bought there. Just sometimes they used to give money So we just did it, and so sometimes we used to save the money that they give us. We just save it because we used to hear that these people used to if you met better person, they will now help you and escape. Even though themselves, if you met them themselves, the good ones that will show you the way to. But you have to pay money. Everybody with his own amount of money that you want. So that is how we now keep on saving money too. We keep
well, Fayina, we don't have all the time. I wish I could have had more of this story. And then you lost your brother, who is a soldier, to
the same year
before you
that April
traveled. Yes, so sorry, but we thank God that you're alive, you're well, and of course your fiance that you went to the introduction had already married even before you came out. It's all right. We trust that, and you were even doing business. Are you back to your business? Before I let you go now.
Yeah.
You're back to your business.
Assist me. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Fayina, Akilawus. We just pray that you get your life back together again after God has shown you mercy. Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.